Hey, this is your girl Althea Rene, and today I want to talk to you about in-ear monitors. Have you ever been to a concert and seen that the singer or the musician kept fidgeting with their ears and wondering what's going on? What they're doing, they have in-ear monitors, and this is like to have like a mini concert in your ears. You know, the concert, everything that's going on, you're hearing it in your ears. Sometimes you may want like to hear the keyboards or the various instruments in your ears, but most of all, what you want to hear is your own voice or your own instrument louder than everything else. And these aren't like AirPods or earbuds or anything like that. These are specialized in-ear monitors, like these. These are custom, and then you've got this end that goes into a pack. I don't know if you can see that. And this goes into a pack that's usually that you put on the back of your clothing, and then with that transmitter, it allows you to hear everything that's going on or whatever you want to hear in your ears. You have to decide what level of earbuds you like. Maybe you only play at church and you're having trouble hearing yourself, but you don't want to spend a lot of money. You may want to just do a generic, what we call a generic buds. And you can get these for around $50 to $100, something like that. And the pros of it is that, you know, you can hear isolation and all of that, but they don't necessarily fit your ears, you know, necessarily. It's just universal. So the fit is not going to be as snug. And these can pop out. You know, so that's one of the reasons you'll see people adjusting a lot is because they're not the custom fit. For the custom ones, they're quite a bit more expensive. So now you're getting into hundreds of dollars, approximately $700 to $1,000. Sometimes they can even get to be more. And these fit completely in your ear, allowing you to hear just isolated, just yourself or whatever you want to hear in your ears, but you're able to hear yourself much better. To get fitted for custom ear molds, schedule an appointment with an audiologist or certified technician who will take ear impressions. During the appointment, they will examine your ears and then use a material to create an accurate mold of your ear shape, which is then sent to a lab to create your custom molds. A second fitting may be needed to ensure a comfortable, snug fit and make any necessary adjustments. So this brings me to the question of when would you be ready and who should be using in-ear monitors? In-ear monitors should be used if you're going to be performing on a somewhat regular basis. If you really need to hear yourself, which I think most people do want to hear themselves, as opposed to fighting with the band. Because if you're a vocalist or a flutist or you're playing an instrument and you can't hear yourself, what is the first thing you do? You play harder, you sing harder, and sometimes you compromise your tone to try to be heard. Whereas if you have in-ear monitors, you're able to really control that because you can control how loud they are and how much of yourself you hear in your ears. I would start small. As your budget grows, as you performing more, then I would, go into a more expensive ear monitor, the earbuds. Everything will sound so much tighter. With the less expensive ones, you're still going to hear a lot of outside noise. But the more expensive they are in terms of custom, they're fitting directly in your ear, and you know, you're hearing total isolation. Now, sometimes if I want to hear like a little bit of the band, a little bit of the ambiance from the crowd or whatever, I won't put them all the way in. So you'll see me kind of pull it out a little bit, and that lets me hear a little bit of what's going on, you know, as well as what I need to hear. I hope this has helped, you know, anybody that's interested. And please, you know, subscribe and comment, and let me know if there are any other questions that I can answer, or if there are any other topics, because I plan to go through the entire system. We just started with the in-ear monitors, and then I want to move on to the receiver, body pack, and how that powers everything. The microphone that I use, all of that ties into being able to be a more well-rounded entertainer. So I hope this has helped, and I'll see you on the next one.